Good evening. This is Gary Richard Collins II. 2 weeks ago, we've lost a Christian pioneer, a good man, and a Christian broadcaster, Jimmy Swaggart, a family worship center in Baton Rouge, Louisiana. I can tell you, Pastor Swaggart was a awesome person who set the tone for every other pastor and for singers who would follow them in his footsteps. And he was also the academy of contemporary Christian music slash televangelism, who took Pentecostalism by storm. Now, here is my true story. In order for me to be friends with other pastors in the Ann Arbor, Michigan area, I was introduced by watching Pastor Jimmy Swaggart through my mother. I'm not kidding about this. At a very early age, I didn't just watch him, but I also listened to his records that my mother once owned when almost most of us had record players at that time, or RP3s. Right at the same time, I also watched Dr. Robert H. Schuller, who was a man of positive thinking, who was the first televangelist ever to build a church, a stained glass church, after preaching a drive-in movie theater with a snack bar and a medium-sized church, the latter two based on motivation and ways that you can change your life. But it was with Pastor Jimmy Swaggart that he was the first televangelist ever to be a piano-driven minister whose messages have delivered a fire brimstone manner that several Pentecostals would relate to, as well as non-denominations. Everything that he did, he raised the bar high for other ministers to stand on holy ground. I was so grateful for Jimmy. And when he passed away, he was the last of the oldest ministers on the planet. Not only he loved his family, but he also loved his friends and he loved everybody. And I was one of the many people to have enjoyed listening to Jimmy Swaggart all these years. There's not another one like him. May he rest in peace. That was my tribute, and thank you very much. Bye.